Hey guys, it's Kevin, State and Co Truck Insurance, and welcome back to the channel. Before we begin, I want to be clear. I'm not here to support one side or attack the other. I'm here to present the facts, share real opinions from real truckers, and let you decide for yourself. Whether you support President Trump or not, this is about your business, your truck, and your future on the road. We all agree that truckers are America's lifeline, moving our food, factory parts, stocking our shelves, and everything in between. But what happens when a so called big beautiful bill and a brand new executive order threaten to shake the entire trucking industry? And this isn't politics. This is your paycheck, your rig, your livelihood on the line. Today, we're diving into how truckers are reacting uncensored, raw, and straight from the road. You're going to hear controversial opinions, immigrant voices, and economic takes they don't want you to hear. So buckle up. It's going to be a bumpy ride. So, what exactly is Trump's big, beautiful bill? It's a sweeping package that promises tax cuts, deregulation, and trade crackdowns. Trump says it's going to help small businesses and make America First policy permanent. Tucked inside, tax breaks for equipment, lower estate taxes, and faster permitting for industries like trucking. And for some, that sounds great. Truck fleet owners are celebrating. They say they're finally getting clarity on taxes, they're replacing rigs faster, hiring quicker, and even passing businesses down to their kids without the usual estate headaches. But drivers on the ground, they are split, especially after Trump signed a new executive order just weeks later requiring all truck drivers to speak English fluently. No apps, no interpreters, no exceptions. The Department of Transportation says it's about safety, that drivers need to read signs, speak to police, and understand safety commands without translation. Sounds reasonable? Right. Except here's what truckers are saying. Some drivers say it's long overdue. They've had to cover for colleagues who couldn't tell a customer where their freight was. They say it's dangerous and slows down jobs. They believe English is a basic requirement if you are on US roads. A fleet owner in Texas put it plainly. Finally, we can grow without drowning in paperwork and tax confusion. End quote. Others say it lets them invest in newer trucks, expand operations, and create more jobs for American drivers. That's not just talk, it's showing up in quarterly earnings and equipment orders. But others, excuse me, especially immigrant drivers, are furious. One Sikh Indian American driver said this is just another way to push immigrants out of the industry. And it's personal. Latino and Punjabi drivers make up a huge part of our freight network, and many speak enough English to do the job safely, but maybe not perfectly. A Mexican American trucker in California said, quote, "Why does that crazy man want to do this?" End quote. His father, who's been driving for 30 years, felt targeted, not for being unsafe, for being an immigrant. And that's the real question. Is this about safety or about control? Then there is the economic side of this so called big, beautiful bill. Some trucking companies are riding high, temporarily. Thanks to Trump's trade threats and tariff drama, many businesses are rushing to stockpile supplies. That means more loads, more hauls, and more business for now. But some experts warn it's a sugar high. Once companies finish stockpiling, demand drops, manufacturing slows, ocean imports shrink, and the rates, they nosedive. On Reddit, one trucker said they were rerouting loads to Canada just to escape tariffs. Another said, quote, Ford panicked and started shipping truckloads to Canadian warehouses overnight, end quote. Is that growth or fear? Let's talk hot takes, because if you watch this far, you're ready for the fire. And here are the three most controversial opinions floating around the industry. First, this English only order. Some say it's straight up xenophobic. It's not about safety, they argue it's about kicking out non white drivers. One commenter put it bluntly, quote, "They already have to speak English. This is just a political theater." End quote. Second, this bill. It might offer tax cuts, but it's also blowing a 2.4 trillion hole in the budget. That's not conservative. That's chaos. Even Elon Musk called it a disgusting abomination. And when Elon is calling your bill a joke, maybe you've gone too far. Third, the tariffs. Sure, they create freight booms, but only temporarily. When the dust settles, manufacturers suffer, the jobs dry up, the freight disappears. And who gets hit first? Truckers, as always. And the real cost? It's not numbers, it's people. Drivers are already underpaid, overworked, and burdened in insurance, gas, and maintenance costs. Now you're adding language barriers, trade confusion, and political games to the mix. One Redditor said it best, quote, "When a trucker's checkbook can cover basic needs, they won't care about symbolic garbage. They will be pissed." End quote. So what's the verdict? Some drivers say this bill gives them a fighting chance, that deregulation, faster permitting, and bonus depreciation helps them stay afloat. Others say it's just another dog whistle, a flashy distraction that quietly undercuts immigrant families, wrecks their budgets, and sets up the industry for collapse after the fake freight boom runs out. So, what do you think? Is Trump's vision really about protecting American jobs or controlling which Americans get to keep theirs? Does the English only order make roads safer or just narrower for immigrant workers? And when the tariffs wear off, who's going to pay the price? Let me know in the comments. Are you cheering for this big, beautiful bill or bracing for the bust? Did this new mandate help your paycheck or humiliate your coworkers and friends? Smash that like button if you've ever driven 12 hours straight for a paycheck that didn't even cover repairs. Subscribe for more hard-hitting stories from the road, and share this video if you believe every trucker's voice deserves to be heard, no matter what language they speak. Thanks for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye.